Yeah. Come on in the room, Saints. Come on in the room. Darius, what's up, Michaela, LaKendra? Come on in the room, peepers. Darius, if you want to jump on the live, let me know, brother. You know, so our little brother is here. You know, the Negro is out. He is home. And y'all, I don't, you know what I'm saying? When it's my peepers, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them talk, do their thing, you know, do they 1-2. So our little brothers here. Praise God. Listen, y'all, whatever y'all are doing right now, please make sure y'all hit that like button. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you like and share. Like and share, Saints, Anks, and friends. Don't take too long. Like and share, peoples. Like and share. Like and share. Can y'all do that for me? Saints, Anks, and friends, what did I just say? Like and share. Like and share. That's what y'all do, okay? Boy, my skin looking just, ooh, look at it. Ooh. Y'all come on in, come on in. I'm waiting for everybody to get here. Listen. Darius, the sidekick, is reporting for duty. Oh, this is why I love my family. I really do. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Bro, listen, I was texting you right when you was texting me. Listen here, reporting for duties. And listen, y'all, here's the thing. We're gonna keep it right where it's at. This is about Denat. It ain't about nobody else who is talking about Denat, anything like that. This is time for Denat to tell his story and everything. Anybody else who got something to say about it, it just is what it is. I'm not sitting here trying to entertain anybody or anything. Praise God. Maybe sometimes you just have to realize,
oh Lord,
baby, you just too big to be entertaining all this stuff. You just your name is what it is. You're gonna always have people that's got something negative to say. It don't even matter. You can be right, okay, and they still want you to be wrong.
Oh Lord.
All right. So listen, I want y'all to welcome my little brother. Really, he don't need no applause, but daggone it, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all welcome Denai. Y'all welcome my little brother. All right. Yay. All right, Saints. All right, praise God.
What's up, Jive? You gave me the Miss Netta and Charles treatment, you know. Only thing we missing is the airport.
What? Charles, your lunch is ready. What's up, Darius?
Hey, what's up, Darius?
Sidekick reporting for duty.
Sidekick.
Look, we got the triple D's up here. What?
Period. Triple D's on deck. What's up, chat? What's up, everybody?
Listen, y'all. So, like I said earlier, Denat is here today, and I'm gonna let Denat tell his side of the story with everything that has happened. I don't think that a lot of things that's being said. I think people want to spin a narrative about Denat because they just don't like him, and that's life. But people need to be honest about what is going on and stop just putting BS out because you don't like somebody. Because truth will be out. Right. I don't care how you what you think about it. There's, you know, I'm gonna say this part right here. I know there is a cancer that all of us on this platform do not like. So we gonna try to keep
it everybody.
All right. So y'all, I'm doing and listen, if you have not got a chance to if you're in the Florida area, in November, there is a conference that's coming up called the Ujima Conference. I'm gonna have the flyer, I'm gonna have the video very soon. When I tell you we were at an event this past Saturday, and it was absolutely amazing. So if you are in the Florida area, please make sure it's for same gender loving men, but anybody who wants to, you can come, make sure you sign up. I'll have all the information for you very, very soon. But y'all, this is about Denat today, this afternoon. So I want Denat to go ahead and just not reintroduce himself. Well, hey, reintroduce yourself.
I might as well reintroduce myself since so many lies have been told about me, right? So my name is Denat. I am a professionally trained actor. I've been pursuing it in Hollywood area for the past 10 years. I went through a lot of legal stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say it's trouble. I would say it was the devil trying to break me down. And I had to fight the devil. I had to grab the devil by his horns and tell him no. And you guys heard a little bit about that, but it's a lot of misinformation surrounding that. I was sidetracked during the pandemic. I got onto social media, Clubhouse, very, very popular on Clubhouse. I'm famous and infamous, like I'm famous and infamous on YouTube. Very much my whole social media experience has been attacked by people that look like me, and people that don't look like me oftentimes support me. You guys have heard a lot of negative stuff about me, but you didn't hear that about the great content and the great blueprints that I left on Clubhouse, the great content and the great blueprints that I left on YouTube. So I just want to tell people that, I'm a multidimensional being. And just because toxic people cannot fathom or that my positivity makes them feel inferior in some way, you guys will often hear about that. So, but on this YouTube platform, what you won't hear is that I led charge, and I like talking about generational curses. I like talking about politics. I like talking about a lot of things. Mahogany Jackson, a lot of people came to me for the information. Naziah Harris, a lot of people came to me for the information. When Diddy first got raided, I created videos, 3-4 videos back to back. All of them got over 100,000 views on it. And then my platform was struck and I was taken out of the algorithm. Then most recently, I went to the Diddy trial because I knew people knew that I was talking about Diddy and that I knew I could get attraction for it. Not just because of the algorithm, but because I really, really like talking about true crime cases and so forth, and balancing it with giving people the true crime aspect of it, giving people that are interested in content creator wars aspect of it, giving people the viral aspect of it, of just figuring out every day how to get up and how to create viral moments for myself. And that's what I did. And people don't want you to know though that's those elements of me, those things that set me apart and make me notable. They don't want you to be reminded of those things, so they tell lies. They mess with my truths. They prioritize these parasocial relationships with each other, and because they don't work out, they get mad at you and want to spin lies about you and tell you all this bad stuff. So I've seen a lot of that happening. And before I get into it, I will say that, and I talked to you and I said I would mention it publicly. Okay. So can I mention the person's name?
It started
No.
with a C.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, you can mention it. You can mention it. These are Denat's feelings and everything. So listen, I just don't listen. I ain't trying to get no text, no call, because again, I'm allowing Denat to tell his feelings and everything. So these are Denat's feelings, not mine. Go ahead.
Right. And that was said outside of this environment. And we've never had a conversation about Conscious TV prior to this. Actually, prior to this, and this is what I kind of was like, damn, Jives, I kind of had a, somewhat of a semi problem. And we had to talk it through because I feel like, you're my actual friend because you gave me opportunity. We met in real life. We broke bread. And after that, we continued to be friends and publicly represent that. Now, there are some people that I met outside of YouTube and just immediately decided that I can't wait for this event to be over so that, but you actually, I felt like you and Darius are friends of mine. And there's people like when I first came onto YouTube, 48 Laws of Power, people wanted to present themselves as my masters and placate as if they're helping me or giving me advice, but they just really wanted me to be underneath them and to follow their lead. And Conscious TV was one of those people. And I just, immediately was like, after having a couple of conversations, I immediately realized that that was somebody that I would not consider a friend and would not like to be in touch with. And then he did me dirty by creating a video. And instead of him looking at this is the not special form of entertainment, he used a disabled person to kind of attack me and to switch the narrative about me. And I'm like, what are you doing? And all of that happened because he was upset that he wanted to go. I went to Puerto Rico around that time, and he wanted to go with me. And he really wanted to create a parasocial relationship that I felt like was not appropriate for me or not what I wanted. And we never had a fleshed out conversation about that because I feel like there was a form of rejection there. And in doing that, like that particular person always starts his videos like he's the best looking person ever and people are attracted to him. And it kind of made me uncomfortable. And, I horse played around with the ideology, just whatever. But fast forward, that was in 2023, gave him a title, gave him a thumbnail, gave him all of this content, and I didn't know that people will take that and turn it and then flip it to be something negative and only beneficial for themselves.
Mhm.
And so that's what happened between him and I. And then he would randomly attack me, and I wouldn't respond. He had a supporter named Auntie Dr. J that still to this day, she probably felt like I did her wrong because I was like, get away from me. I felt like maybe if that person who was sending me money and stuff was away from me, he would stop, and he never stopped. And then one day you and I had a conversation because so many people have this ideology like I'm just randomly attacking people and I can't get along with anybody. I feel like if you have a relationship with Conscious, or if Sherelle's will have a relationship with Storm Monroe, and these people are people that are subjected to covering me in such a negative light and damaging my brand, the best thing I could do when utilizing your relationship with me and your relationship with him is to try to figure out how to come together and stop and neutralize a lot of BS. So if there's a time where Donat is going to jail, I don't have to worry about certain people doing me dirty and just cover me so negatively and lying on me to damage my reputation and brand. And so I kind of felt like when I asked you, I was like, hey, these are the things people don't see. They just see the roasting, and I'm gonna get you. Like I'm gonna get you dirty, if I go there. If you go there with me, let's go there. So when I asked you months ago, I was like, you're cool with Conscious or whatever. Can you get him and I on the phone? It wasn't really about me wanting to be friends with him because that's something that would never happen. But it's about getting to a place to where he don't have to worry about me roasting him or covering him in a way that's damaging his brand and vice versa. And I always try to lead the charge of that. And so, I felt like had you not been going through what you went through and understood that that was the reason for me wanting to be in touch with and wanted you to like mitigate,
Mhm.
he would not have done what he did when I was arrested, or maybe he would have or wouldn't have, but we don't know how to test the hypothesis because that conversation didn't happen. And because I'm mentioning it now, and because he knows that it's like some people can feel like it's disingenuous for me to squash a beast if there's no friendship or anything like that happening afterwards. So they can feel however they want to feel. But I just felt like you as my friend and you being a friend of another content creator who has a platform who could do significant damage to my reputation and brand. I felt like, I felt like I had already showed you that I was your friend and that I was going to ride with you and that I was going to stick up for you because we were friends. And I felt like it wasn't a betrayer because I didn't flesh it out the way I'm fleshing it out right now, but I just felt like, damn, Jive, if Jive would have made the attempt to put me and that person on the phone together to flesh out whatever his issue is, me flesh out whatever my issue is. And no matter what, like if I'm in a situation to where you're being covered in a negative light or something is happening as a content creator to content creator, if there's some type of truce going on, I'm going to respect that. This is why I don't cover Milagro. This is why I don't cover Nick and Knight, because we have those type of truths, so I just wanted to put that out there.
So I'm gonna respond to what you're saying, because I mean we've done this privately. So I'm gonna say this privately and I'm gonna say this publicly. And as I told you, the reason why the whole situation with Conscious and me, putting you in correspondence with Conscious, because I'm like, one, Conscious does not always answer his phone. And so I am not I would say a major person in consciousness life. We're cool, right? And as far as your feelings with him, like I had told you Saturday, is that you would have to do that with him, because I can't be the one to do that, because I really don't want to be in the middle of anything. And then two, I'm already dealing with a whole lot of extra, and I don't want somebody to misconstrue what my intentions are for you and them to be a whole big old mess. I just didn't want that.
And I want to say, I have tried to be like, you send an email and you be like, hey, you should just, this doesn't need to happen. And then it becomes content and it looks like whatever narrative they're trying to spin against it. So I have tried to do that. So, and don't want to spend too much time on him. I just want to say Godspeed to you. And I want to say to everybody that nobody has any power over you unless you give it to them. No root work, no none of that. There's no shared energy. There's no shared animosity. That is a one-sided beef. I don't even think is worth even, given the essence of who that person is, worth even going back and forth. Godspeed. That's all I have to say to him, and just about anybody else that covered me so negatively and so wanted everybody to hate me.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's that, because again, as I told you before, and the reason why I'm like kind of stopping and pausing is because I know how this world works. And this is why, like, when it comes down to like you, Conscious, anybody else that I know online. Okay. Anybody else that I know online, I just try to like just leave it be. Please pray for Donat the body.
No, Dante the body.
Dante the body.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. We'll deal with that later. Yeah. So the reason why I just don't like that is because when people are going through, especially like myself, when you see things that don't look right or may look a certain way, you will get in your feelings real quick, because you're already going through. Anybody that says something that may not be in the best interest or may not be in the best light towards you, you're going to automatically be upset or be mad about it. So this is the reason why I'm like, whatever. When they were dragging Conscious because of Larry, I just left. Did I leave it? I think I did. I just left it because I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna talk about Conscious, because me and him, we're at a certain place, and I'm not gonna do that with him. When it came down to you and your stuff, I was just like, I'm not touching that, because I'm like, he and I'll talk. We'll find out, I'll find out what's going on. And then on the other side about it, and this is no disrespect towards you, I honestly was like, I don't care. Like, my brother, he's going to be okay. And whatever needs to be worked out, he's going to get it worked out. So as far as getting online and trying to report on him, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm 19 minutes in. Oh Lord, I don't give a fuck. I just don't, because it's not that for me, because I'm like, okay, this ain't nothing recent from what I was told. It's nothing recent. So this didn't happen during the Diddy situation, because I was right there watching, and I'm like, so like, what are we talking about? And people chose to bring up something that happened many moons ago to talk about it now, because they really just don't like you. And it's just, I'm like, y'all, whatever. And so because I'm dealing with my own stuff with ignorant people online, it just is what it is.
Right. And from the likes of, there's a side of YouTube and there's a side of me, and I like engaging with it too. Like if there's not a viral story that I'm latched on to and leading the charge, because typically that's what happens. That's the challenge with every content creator. Let's find something that we could stick to, make the money off of it, get the clicks and the views, build our platforms. That's the lifeblood of every content creator. So in term, while that is not happening, oftentimes I'm coming from the Diddy trial. A lot of people are searching for me, and people are bored, and the news is not viral. So people that don't believe in themselves or don't like to challenge themselves every day to go and try to find a viral story latches on to a content creator and make that content creator his or her content. I get that. And honestly, I played that game. Moving forward, I don't want to play that game. I don't have no interest in that. I rather just, because I don't have any interest in that. It's not cool. It's not viral. It's just very sectionalized and compartmentalized. And I don't belong to one section, and I don't belong to one group of content creators, or somebody should not be interested in trying to control the moving narrative about the not, because a lot, despite what people say, a lot of what I have said is responsive, even from the point of somebody's talking about my mother and my parents for months, and then when I get them back, I'm the villain, because now I'm showing you what your shit look like after I show my, and now I'm the villain, and that person need empathy. I feel like there's a lot of fake people online who use psychological warfare against content creators and against their audience to placate like they're the victims. That is very narcissistic. I just personally, I think that we all should move away from this space, especially as Black people on this platform or on any platform, because now I'm on Twitch. You should just move away from the space of dealing with the negativity and the toxicity and try to connect with people that are vibrating at a higher frequency. Like, you have your own form of negativity. I have my own form of negativity, but we don't operate from hate, envy, greed. We don't operate from a sinful place. We operate from love, light, wisdom. Those are the higher chakras and the higher vibrations that I strive to be on with other people. But again, like, if you're gonna play a game with me where you're attacking me, then you're gonna get it. But I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, it's fun, it's temporary. And then when you go to jail, the same people who decided to play those games with you, or you gotten them back so hard, here they come out of the woodworks and bringing up their beef with you from years ago. And I don't want to do that anymore.
Right. Well, that's like what I said too. Like, when it comes down to this stuff that's going on, I'm just like, you see the people that they don't have an issue with you. Like, they really cannot have an issue with you, because if you do not know me in real life, if we share the platform, but you don't know me in real life, and this is what you want to do, is just find something to do this, it's like there's no point in doing the back and forward, because it's nonsense. If all you want to do is just find something to talk about, like, have you ever met some of these people online?
No, and don't want to, honestly.
Okay.
I don't. I think a lot of these people come from the school of Larry Reed, that are cult like mentality, that create videos with the ideology that the skeleton of their program is this, and the skeleton of my program is, let me entertain these people. You can predict that Denat is going to start with some messy stuff, and then he's going to end. And then when he gets to the political stuff, that's when he's going to end it. Never a part of the skeleton of my content creation is overtly begging people, overtly being a manipulator, or trying to harm somebody else's brain. I'd rather just roast celebrities and have people to laugh at that, hoping and praying that the celebrities never even come across what I'm saying and I'm doing, because it's not supposed to be harmful. It's not YouTube and social media. What we've done as Black people, we've taken the most painful things
Well,
and
not.
exploited
Well,
it.
I don't know about all that, not, because sometimes you could be cutting these.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I'm not out here just cutting people for no reason. Rather, it's a problem or not. I'm not cutting people for no reason. I have a voice and I have an opinion about something. And if somebody's affecting me or causing me some type of pain on some level, that's how I'm gonna cut you even deeper. And I think, like, that's human. But I'm in a place to where I really want to master my emotions. And a part of that is recognizing that that is something that I do. And that is why they want to charge at me when I'm arrested and can't respond. But then when I respond, they're quiet. because you're gonna get it back, you know. And I don't this back and forth ping pong game. I just really want it to cease. I don't think it's entertaining to take somebody's real life and do things that are completely full of misinformation and solely but for with the intent to destroy and damage reputations and businesses and stuff. As a black person that is independent, I don't want to do that to nobody. I don't want that to be the focal point of why I decide to go live. I'm going to go live no matter what it is. I'm just going to tear Denat apart and make everybody hate him. That is very low vibrational. And they even did it to Tamar Braxton just recently. Like I seen it, and I'm like, damn. Like,
well, see with Tamar though, and this is, I mean, we just sidebarring real quick with Tamar. She said something about Funky Deneva or towards. Am I saying it right? There's towards Funky Deneva.
So
and
what I believe is that when Tamar was in the hospital, when she claimed she woke up with blood everywhere and she wound up going into the hospital, there was this narrative out that Funky Dineva had something to do with whatever happened to Tamar, because he reportedly was the last person to be around her that night before. And so all this was going on. I think where Dineva became upset was Tamar didn't say anything. She didn't come in. She didn't get on social media. She didn't clear up initially that he had nothing to do with this. And she later claimed that she was indisposed. She was in the hospital recovering, only to find out later on through Dineva that Tamar was very much on her socials during that time. She was seeing the posts. She was seeing how Dineva was being drugged across social media, and did not clear it up. And I can only presume from watching his videos that there was some sort of relationship between them where he thought that they were friends. And so if you see your friend, this is like if I'm with you in Denat and something happens to one of y'all, and it's a narrative going out there, and I'm the last person around y'all, but I don't say, well, no, that's not what happened. You know, he felt like, okay, I got to defend myself because you're allowing me to be roasted. And I don't know if it was because she has an album coming out, which is what was kind of alleged. I don't know if that's what it was. I don't know if she was truly indisposed, but he claims he has text messages and other things, and her people were calling him. Her public relations people were calling him. Other people from her camp were calling him. So that let him know that she was very much aware of what was going on and just didn't clear it up. All he was wanting her to do was to say, hey, Dineva had nothing to do with whatever is going on. She didn't have to explain it. She didn't have to tell what happened. She just had to say, Dineva, I see what's going on. Dineva didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I see that is just the way everything unfolded. He's the one who brought it online about her being hospitalized, and he's the one who drummed up the narrative and put it in people's hearts' mind that he probably has something to do with it. If he never brought it online, I don't think it would have got as far as it did. So I see a lot of psychological warfare, manipulation in that with that particular individual. But at the same time, I also know that he started, you know, with a wig and lipstick and cosplaying as a black woman, and the audience is a lot of black women, and people are not, you know, people are sheep these days. I'm not saying anybody's dumb, but people are not really looking at it with a complete lens. So given the fact that she has been problematic even before encountering Funky Dineva, who's to say he didn't calculate that as a part of him pushing the narrative or whatever? And at the end of the day, that's a black woman who went through something traumatic and decided to shove her hard work and creativity to the side because of dealing with somebody on the internet. That's what I seen at the end of the day. And even if that was true about Funky Dineva, I seen so many different people just ripping and shredding at her as if you know that person, as if you know the you're there, you know the actual facts of the matter. And so I digress on that. I just feel like when I seen that, because that was the next big thing after I got out of jail, and that was what I was presented with, and I was like, damn, this is brutal. This is a very, very toxic environment, the internet. And a part of me is like, Denat, you know you're better than this, but hey, if you want to stay in the games, at some point you have to play this game at the same time. But how do you play it? So I'm at a crossroads here. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, well, just to piggyback off what you said, and we'll move on. And that was, I don't, because I have not. Let me just be clear on this. I have not watched any of this stuff. I've seen the post. I've seen the stuff that Shade Room and everybody else has been posting around, but I have not watched anything. But from what I'm aware of, and that is that Funky said he had nothing to do with that. And so he was making it very clear. And to my knowledge, Tamar has not even cleared this up, even to this day. Am I right?
She didn't bring it to the internet. He did. And I don't necessarily agree with her at all. It's just the way certain narratives are spanned in the dog piling and stuff is what I saw, and I had to step back. That's what I'm commenting on. I'm not commenting on her past and the common denominator. I'm not doing any of that. I just feel like there's different ways that we could be as content creators, and it feels to me like the lower vibration is the one that typically gets the most attention. So
this is a question. Why is it always so personal? Now, in the case of their situation is different because they actually have shared space. They know each other in real life. With so many content creators who have never physically breathed the same air, they've never shared the same space. Why is it so personal?
Yeah, that's another thing. Why is it so personal? I feel like rejection is a beast. Like, for instance, some content creators might feel like I reached out to them and I wanted to be their friends, but that was not my MO. My MO was to collaborate. And if you reject that collaboration, I probably roast you. And that's a form of rejection. If you reject an action, you really thought that you was being friends with somebody and they reject you, you're going to respond to that. If you have intimacy, ties to, or desires for somebody and they reject you, you're going to respond to that. So I think the people just don't know how to take rejection. Even myself, like if you're a big content creator, you're covering something and I want to collaborate and you reject me, I'm probably going to feel some type of way, but I'm going to work on that. So, you have to get to the bottom of why this person feels rejected and address it from that standpoint to the audience and build upon that, opposed to like the constant, back and forth, which is the gray area. Just let's get down to the bottom of why you felt rejected, and this is why this person is doing this, and this is how it's affecting you, and then start charge from that. Does that make sense?
Right. So I do want to add to that, and that is this live, Darius, I feel like being real petty. This live is about Denat.
Okay, it's featuring Denat, motherfucker. This is your live stream. Let's go.
This is about Denat with Denat. Denat's on the live. I just don't want people to get it confused, and then we're here.
I'm just asking the compelling questions as a good sidekick.
I don't want to see nothing written up.
My mantle that I am the sidekick, so I'm going to be the best sidekick that I can be.
But then people, I mean, rejection, jealousy, whatever deadly sin that they're living in, that's, you got to like, if somebody who don't like all three of us or feel like I need content for the day. Oh, there's Jive, there's Denat, there's Darius. The jealousy is an emotion. So they're emotionally compelled to go and say these derogatory things to try to get a ping pong game going back and forth, or that's how they're projecting their jealousy. And the people that are listening to them need to be educated and acknowledge that this person is jealous. Doesn't matter how many smiles or how much victimization that they're trying to play. This person is reacting out of jealousy. Do you want to consume somebody's content because they're reacting out of jealousy? Do you want that in your household? Do you want that in your life? Because like attracts likes. The human body is 70% water. And if you're consuming toxic music or toxic rhetoric that's stemming from jealousy, then your body and your frequency, your pH balance and shit is going to be knocked off. And people don't understand that, and this is why even when I'm roasting people, I try to strive to make sure I'm still coming from a higher vibration. I can intellectually pack you up, or I can go all the way down to the lowest denominator, but you're fucking with people's energy and vibes. And I don't think people understand that. This is why some people's viewers are dying left and right. They can't grow because they're spewing so much toxicity and negativity and putting that into their lives. Does that make sense?
Well, one thing I have learned, and that is, and I can only talk from my experience, and that is when you reject people, because I know for me, when I'm tired of dealing with certain things, I don't answer my phone. And then when I don't answer my phone, what you see on the internet is what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
People, they lie, they make up all sorts of things. They'll be talking about Whoopi Goldberg, and next thing I'm brought up in there. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, they'll be talking about Darius, and some kind of way I'm brought up in it. They'll be talking about eating a cheese roll, and they
get so much attention.
and this goes for a lot of people. So I'm being very general when I say this. This goes for a lot of people. A lot of people, it's like when you decide not to indulge in the mess anymore, and I'm speaking for me. Let me make that very clear, because it seems like a lot of people online and they listen to be responsive and not listen to understand. So for me, when I don't pick up the phone and I don't respond a certain way or whatever, then it's like, F him, let's go on the whole dragon spree. And it's absolutely ridiculous, because it's like, I've dealt with that stuff for like over 5 years now and beyond. When you choose not to entertain certain people or other content creators, people feel like there's an issue, and there really isn't.
Right. And or that person sorry, or that person creates an issue out of it, and now because you once had an affiliation with this person and your audience, and now you got to flip it and turn it and make it into content about that individual because of some inferior complex or whatever it might be. It's very psychological, and I think most people don't even give a damn about that. They just I don't know.
I call it, that's the condition that I have titled recently, depending on who we're talking about, the King Jives and Denied Derangement Syndrome.
The triple D derangement syndrome.
Yeah. Some of these people are so, and I think it's true, when I saw Auntie Deb's comment, it's really about rejection. And some of these people that talk about people so bad, they really want to be over here. They still really want to be over here.
Right. And even some of the biggest content creators that you think they can definitely be jealous and envious of people that are coming up behind them. I know for a fact is one content creator who had every right to drag me in jail because I was dragging them. And then I had to email that person. I was like, well, thank you for not doing this. But then I thought to myself, I was like, wait a minute, this is the same person who will make it very uncomfortable for you in a public venue to get everybody to hate you if they got a problem with you. And then when you placate into their little game, it doesn't make you feel comfortable. And so I'm like, okay, well, my lasting issue is that if I go to another court case, is because I want to. I spent the money to go there, to go viral, to get the clicks and views, to make the money, to get the authorityship. I did not go there. I'm not going to be going there to be friends with nobody. I'm not going there to be made uncomfortable because somebody feel like that they're a big content creator and they're going to make everybody else who wants to be my friend and wants to engage with me feel uncomfortable unless they take their side. I'm not dealing with none of that. At this point in time, I just feel like the best thing to do is do like what the Ace family did. Do what Aiden Ross is doing. Like, these niggas, y'all got problems, and y'all these content creators, and y'all playing these behind the scene games. You might as well do it publicly, because I sense that and I understand it. Or just get in the fucking ring. Like, I really wish that motherfuckers have more heart than mouth. Get in the ring where it's a mutual combat, to where they no police gonna be called, and just get your issue. Get your issue. That's what it is. That's what gangbangers do. That's what these bitches do. They beef when they get their issue and they let that shit go. Especially if you're a man just constantly nagging at another man. That's unnatural. Get your issue. Look what the lions, the tigers, the bears, the baddies.
Oh my.
Get your issue. Like, let's you got a real problem. Let's fucking fight about this.
Yeah.
And if you get your ass beat, Oh, I get my ass beat, then you can run that content. Let's elevate it. Like I'm not gonna be in this constant back and forth loop. I'm not gonna be made uncomfortable because I want to go to the Lil Nas X Cardi B or whatever true crime cases. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put made to be feeling inferior or made to be feeling uncomfortable in no environment. And I'm saying that out loud publicly so that my audience and the people know that you probably have to revisit this video, or I probably have to revisit this video if something pops off at another court date. Bitch, don't talk no shit about me. You don't exist to me. Don't make my friends stop talking to me the next day because you feel like you're the man and you're popular. That shit is uncomfortable. It would never, ever, ever. Nobody. I'm sorry. All of this smiling and shit. Like I'm not doing none of that. None of that. The next trial, it is what it is. Consistently, I went viral. Consistently, I did my thing, and that's where it's at.
We are talking about Donat's jail and court appearance. I want to make that very clear.
Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten there. But my point is that each content creator,
I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying that for a reason.
Okay. Yeah. My point is each content creator should really focus on themselves. Don't pretend to the public that you're focusing on yourself when your insecurities are prevalent in real life and behind the scenes in the way you move. Lovely T, she came to the Diddy trial. She loved me. We was cool. And then certain people who feel like I should not be a big YouTuber or feel like I should not connect with people genuinely will go and tell her shit about me. Next thing you know, Lovely T is not talking to me anymore. And then I have to deal with that in addition to remaining professional to cover the Diddy trial, in addition to knowing exactly who the culprit is behind this. But they got this elaborate scheme of a narrative going on that I'm a stalker or that they're this star, anything that you say and do to redress this person that you're jealous. That's the type of shit I would never deal with no more. Okay. I'm not faking nice to nobody. I'm telling niggas off the rip, bitch, you want to get your head knocked off? Let's do a mutual combat or don't fucking mention me.
But you know what I wonder, what you just referenced, if somebody comes, as for example, if somebody comes to me and says, Donat said this about you. If I have a relationship with Donat, what if it's the issue to me? I'm gonna pick up the phone. I'm gonna text Donat. I'm gonna call him. It just seems like to me this is that person. Whether I don't know how close y'all were, but she had access to you. If anything was said to her,
is this real?
Yeah, I mean, no. Like if anything was said to her, why could she not come to you and say, "Hey, bro, I'm hearing this. Like, what's up with it?" Because that could have been cleared up.
Right. And I usually like from the instance of talking to King Giles about that other person or even talking to you one time when I called you for advice and I talked to you about this privately and let's go and I called you for advice and you was like, oh, you'll figure it out. And I told you, I was like, I felt disappointed because I called you for advice and you said that I figured out on my own. I'm tired of figuring shit out on my own. Yeah. Like, where's the advice? Where's something that could change my trajectory and get me out of this dark negative space?
Honestly, I know we did talk about this just recently. In that moment, I did not have any advice for you. What I had in that moment was just to encourage you, to reinforce that I believe in what you have inside of you. Mm-hmm. You know, that you gonna figure this out because you have internally, you have what you need. I didn't have any sage words of wisdom. I just didn't at that time. But you know, my mindset at that point in time was just to encourage you.
Right. And I appreciate that. It's just, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like even some of the most brilliant people I know, when I called them and asked them for advice, they say the same thing. Oh, you'll figure it out. And I just, you know, I'm just like, sometimes I get tired of being strong. You know, like you can't do everything on your own. That was Nikola Tesla's biggest mistake. You can't do everything on your own. Sometimes you need advice. Sometimes you need help. And then, so when I asked you for advice and that was it kind of made me be a counter and just like withdraw and go back and act like it's me against the world. I don't want to live like that because that's not healthy. And I lived like that a very long time.
So I'm going to say this to respond to what you're saying, because you were talking about Darius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For me, in that situation, I can only give you how I've had to work these things out.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly did not have a lot of people that I could talk to. So if I'm giving you advice on certain things, I'm giving you advice from my heart, telling you this is how you need to work this out. Now, and this is not at you, but however a person chooses to move forward after that, that's not on me.
Right.
How I've had to deal with a lot of this social media stuff, and we haven't even got to the whole incarceration or whatever with you, but how I've had to deal with a lot of this stuff online is at some point, you got to keep doing what you normally do and keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you can clearly see, people want to keep pushing your button and they will stay on you for days on end, weeks on end, months on end. Hell, look at me, years on end, because they ain't got nothing else to do. And
Right.
if you denied are such a non-factor in their life, why are we talking about it?
Right.
And me personally, if I'm dragging you out of sheer enjoyment. Okay. Sheer enjoyment. Amen.
Amen.
But some of these people, when like if I know you and I'm gonna say it like this. Let me curtail what I just said. If I know you in real life and I'm dragging you, I have my reason.
Right.
Non-factor or not. I have my reason. But if I don't know you, because here's the thing. I remember, and I'm just making a point in saying this. I remember when Uncle Tim,
Hey, Uncle Tim, that's our friend.
that's our friend. I remember when Uncle Tim was saying some things that to me, I felt like it wasn't so favorable to me. I didn't feel the need to be like, and I responded, but I didn't go on like time on time dragging him because I was like, I don't know him like that. I've communicated with him, and the first time ever that I've ever had Timothy Blaine on my show was the other week.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in my comments before. He's been in my chat before, but it was the other week. It was the first time that he and I like communicated one-on-one. And I'm like, me and him don't. But if it's something, it's where we're in person and it's something like that, then that's a different story. Like it's a person in particular, it's a different story. But a lot of these people, they do this stuff because you have numbers, and that's really what it is. You have numbers, you get you get attention, and half the time it's you're a nice looking person, you're attractive, and that's what it is, and you're not giving them the time of day. Hell, you had a video out here tonight. You was in some swim shorts, and your little meat was just I'm telling you, that was we know the video, okay? And
you know what? I'm thinking about just like creating an Instagram account with videos, just nothing but just like that. Since all these guys and girls are showing their booties and shit like that, like literally these people got hundreds and thousands of subscribers. And I'm like, because I'm on Twitch and I'm rebuilding and I'm just like compartmentalizing and figuring out if people are interested in that, like me, that's just me. Like, that's just how I walk around. Like, that's nothing to me. So if I can make money just walking in shorts without saying nothing, and that's just what it is, I create a whole Instagram account and lead and drive traffic back to my Twitch. That can be a part of my brand. Since people, I didn't intentionally do that to say, hey, look at my meat. That was not my point. My point was I'm having fun. I'm taking a shower in Brazil.
So I created a whole OnlyFans account. I created an OnlyFans account because I was not able to get on to Patreon. I created an OnlyFans account because OnlyFans is the same as Patreon. It's for content creators to go over there and to do like what we've normally been doing, posting the tea, dropping information, posting videos. And so what I told somebody, I said, well, I promise you I can make $1,000 and I can get a whole lot of attention. And what I did was I started posting thirst traps. And I got everybody and their mama, all the preachers and pastors and supervisors and things all over there on my OnlyFans looking to see what's going on. And I'm like, it is what it is. So, and then I just continue to use my OnlyFans for what I'm doing right now, which is, dropping content when I need to. But I'm like, at this point, like everything is so public, there's really nothing that you can go and post. Well, there are some things you can go over there and post, but it just is what it is. But that's people will take what I've done as if it's a secret. Baby, folks done seen my ass and dick, well, with clothes on. And people are out here making thumbnails with pictures that I posted. Like I'm supposed to be shamed. Baby, they were my birthday pictures. How you gonna try to make me shame with my baby? I am.
I want them to show theirs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even somebody just morbidly obese and disgusting and eyes get budging and big and just who's in love with me. And I'm like, it's the grossest, most disgusting thing. So if again, it goes to rejection, like Denat wanted to collaborate with this person. It didn't work out. So Denat is packing them up. Okay, cool. That's a form of rejection. This person wanted some type of intimate connection, friendship, relationship with Denat, and Denat just didn't want it. So now this person is harassing me. It's like, it's disgusting to know.
Didn't they want you to come to the hotel?
Huh?
Then they want you to come to the hotel.
Yeah, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
For me as the target and the person to know that the reason behind everything is simple. You continue to ask yourself why. It's a simple reason why somebody is doing what they're doing. And if I know you're doing what you're doing because of some type of lust or whatever, it's disgusting for me to be caught up into your cocoon. And even explaining that to people, to the average person, it looks like it's a mutual back and forth. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not mutually going back and forth with none of these people. What is that? Oh shit. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I never made my sexuality, my looks, my body. I dance around and stuff because that's what I want to do when I get shirtless and shit. I'm in my home, but I never really made certain primitive levels of attraction is towards me the prime focus of my content and my brand. Other people have articulated that. That's why I'm like, damn, motherfuckers want to watch me take a shower in Brazil. Let me fucking go ahead and take a picture in all of these other underwears, and these motherfuckers are showing they book. Like I'm nice. Like all from head to toe, I'm nice. I'm stacked in the front of the bag and got a great body, all of that shit. People want to see that. Okay, well, let me make a special page for people to see that and see if that'll take off and see if that'll drive me traffic to what I really want them to look at and watch, which is at this point my Twitch account,
Mm-hmm. Where brother went? Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's down. So, anyways, we haven't even gotten into what happened, why I was arrested, and everything. So, you want to lead that, Darius? Because you don't know. So I haven't really told you either.
Yes, and so I knew that you had done a live, and I actually caught the tail end of that live, and it did kind of seem like you was in a hurry to finish that live. And then the next thing I knew, the next morning, I started seeing. Because I get notifications all the time for people, YouTube, thumbnails. The Denat goes to jail. I'm like, huh? And I'm in the Twitch group. And for those of y'all who are not a part of, that are watching right now, if you are not on Twitch over there with Denat, you definitely need to be. Every time he's live, I'm over there in the comments.
Period.
So you make sure you sign up. So we were seeing all this. We're like, wait a minute, like what's going on? And we didn't hold any details. All we know is we start seeing these various content creators coming out, and they're putting all these narratives out there. And we got slammed just because we said we didn't know what happened. We just simply said, "That's our brother. We don't know anything. That's our brother. We love our brother, and and we're gonna stand by him." And that's all we said. We got slammed for that. So, can you walk us through, what happened? And it's so good to be talking about this and actually hear.
Right, exactly. So the case was open. since 2000 and July 2023. That's why, you know, when I was in that altercation at the Zeus Network event, I was OR, and if somebody would have called the police on me at the first Zeus event when somebody thought that it was bad and taking a phone, they didn't know, you know, that I was OR. And if they called the police on me, then I'm going to jail. And so for 2 years, I kept myself from being called on by the police or whatever. And mind you, like, you know, this is Los Angeles County. One thing about LA County in California is they don't publish mugshots unless there's a conviction, which is why people cannot even find the mugshot that I just took when I turned myself in. I turned myself in. That's why I was in a rush at the end of that video and said, I'm about to go away and I'll be back soon. I did not know how much the bill was, and I did not know exactly how much time that I would be doing in there. A $250,000 bill was completely atrocious. So the reason it was that much is because I represent myself in court, criminal court, civil court. Y'all know about the civil side, but what about the criminal side? I have beat Los Angeles district attorneys from Jackie Lacey to the last DA to Nathan Hodgman. I have beat them at their own game so many times. Like they don't want to battle me in court. Okay, I've beat them at trial. I've made them have to dismiss cases and so forth. So the Los Angeles District Attorney Office knows this. They have a file and record. They have sealed some of the criminal cases that they try to file against me, and I beat them. They can see all the movement in those cases and who was. The last thing that they want me to do is represent myself. Being OR, even when I was going to Brazil and so it's all of this other stuff, I was continuing the case because I'm in Brazil. I don't want to miss a court date, because if I miss a court date, not only does it mess up my opportunity to be OR for this case, but if something happens in the future and I'm supposed to get a bond or whatever, the district attorney can come out and say, oh, in this case, he missed the court date and the bond was revoked and he's not liable to come to court, so keep him in jail. That's one of the worst things that you can do. So this whole narrative that I missed the court date and these delusional, ignorant people who have a reckless disregard for the truth is like, you're saying a lie and I'm telling you the truth and you continue to say that it's an operation going on. I just, and these small lies that I heard that make me just, I'm just going to turn this video off because I don't know what the hell is being said or done. And guess what? At the end of the day, this doesn't even matter. They're liars anyway. So oftentimes when people are attacking me, I don't sit there and listen to none of the content. It's just take one lie for me to hear. And I'm, oh, it's done. You don't have no integrity. And so many people are sheep to sit there and believe it. And then what's crazy is when I explain that this person is lying and this person has baited you, oh, he got a $500,000 bill. These people are lying. Why are you giving, you know?
What does OR mean?
OR is your own recognitive, meaning that you don't need a bail's bondman to come and get you and put up money or anything like that. So I was OR. Even when I was in Florida with you guys, I was OR. My passport has not been taken. There's nothing restricting my travel, nothing of that. So for these people to go live and say,
you see me, baby, they making up all kind of lies. I mean, it just is what it is.
I just really feel sorry for people who invest their time and their energy into people who they really think are telling the truth, but they're liars. And if they lie like that, what else did they lie about? That's what I'm saying. If I find you out to be a liar about one thing or a manipulator about one thing, there's no going back and forth. There's no truth. There's no friendship, none of that. And that just doesn't apply to me. Like if I see you lying on somebody else, bitch, I don't fuck with you. You have no integrity because you'll do the same thing to me. I don't fuck with people like that. Like it's one thing to when you got to dox to be funny, when you got to harass and go, no, I can pull up your content off of your video and read you down by what you got on and what you say out of your own mouth, because that's how we got it up on Clubhouse. You're not a formidable opponent. You got to lie. You got to go the extra mile to act. You know, I don't fuck with people like that. So I heard a lot of lies. Okay, so I turned myself in on that Sunday. I strategically, you know, some loser that's in love with me, I strategically knew that if I was to filter out and flesh out all of this content about this said individual rapidly and then turn myself in, that individual would make me famous. This is why when I got locked up, all the videos happened negative, like that negativity go y'all way, but with me, it's not coming my way. Like, people still love me. Y'all make me a concrete, solid force on YouTube by shading me, harassing me. So that's why I was like, I thank y'all, but y'all gonna get packed up and roasted too. And don't take it personal, because I appreciate you, but now there's a different side. You created a double-edged sword. You
Let
created
me,
a narrative.
let me also say this or not, and that is this. That's absolutely very true. An opinion and a lie is two different things.
Mhm.
Now, here is what I do want to say, and let me make this very clear. I am talking about Denot, so I don't want nobody to sit up here and make a video talk about. I'm talking about something or somebody else. If I'm talking about Denot, and I'm talking about Denot's court case, why make that about something else? Because
Right.
I see that a lot. A lot of people are going online. They can take two little things. I remember they was doing this with Bishop Whitehead. When I was talking about Bishop Whitehead, and then I stopped talking about Bishop Whitehead, everything that I posted had something to do with little Bishop Whitehead. Everything that I talked about had something to do with Bishop Whitehead. I mean, I could be talking about the fish grease is hot, and they be like, "Oh, he talking about Bishop Whitehead." See, he talk, man. When I tell you, people will do the absolute most. I mean, baby, they were so bothered with me and the whole Whitehead situation, and I'm like, first of all, this man was out here lying, like so many other people. This man was out here lying. I'm talking about Bishop Whitehead. I'm gonna not just excuse me. I'm just trying to make some points here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm talking about Bishop Whitehead. When me and Bishop Whitehead were going, Lamar was going back and forward. We were going back and forward because of something that he said about me, and I responded. And because he was that viral situation, me and him were actually having conversation online and offline. So people can't sit out here, and I can screenshot and text messages, all of this stuff of our conversation. Don't take, if I'm talking about Whitehead, and make it about Funky Deneva when I'm not even talking about Funky Deneva. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Don't take me talking about Beetlejuice and make it about Tasha K or Larisha Reed.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a blanket statement and people be like, "Oh, he talking about me." And this is very general, very general. But your court case, I chose just not to even deal with it because one, Darius and I have been around you. Mm-hmm. Just make this very clear. Darius and I have been around you. And so out of all this time, whatever people are trying to paint, you haven't been that person with us.
Right.
That makes sense. I don't even know what the case was about because you was just with us 2 years ago. And right there, it's about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You came to St. Pride with us 2 years ago.
No, it was last year.
It was last year.
It was last year?
Yeah, because my case was already open. The case was already open.
So you came down here last year. We had no issues. It wasn't, we know nothing about none of this stuff, and you didn't act no type of way with us.
You know, can I just a side note, can I talk about after the dot came, how many people just came up to us and just like, "Oh my God, we love him and enjoy him." Some crazy girl was trying to get your information from me.
Oh Lord.
But everybody loved you. Everybody that interacted with you, that met you that weekend, loved you. I mean,
that's the
irritated T told me he really liked you too. You know, everybody had a good time. It was nothing but love that weekend.
And that's the truth about everywhere I go. Even the people from the court case, like people from the courthouse, first impressions are everything. So these journalists and mainstream media people, their impression of me is what it was the first time. Their impression of me was not conclusively determined because now I'm outside and I'm mad and I'm not focused on the case because my YouTube channel is going. Their first impression of me is, okay, he's not the same. Clearly something is happening. We're going to step back and see. So when you meet me in real life, opposed to somebody who trying to convince you that I'm something that I'm not, which is, my roast and dragging and stuff online, you're not going to fully be able to do that. Even with the situation with Lovely T, she had to survive and she had to do what she had to do in that moment. She know her first impression of me is not what they claimed it to be. And she knows that. People know that. So I don't have to explain what's understood. Don't need to be explained. But caught up in the moment, people will jump on a bandwagon and spew this rhetoric that's not true. And I have that effect on people. Like literally, when I meet people, I have people that tell me that they pretty much basically necessarily depend on my energy and my wisdom in order to keep going. That's scary to me. Because anything that I have or whatever effect I have on you, you need to find out what you're missing on the inside of you in order to fulfill that part of you. So you don't need to deny. You don't need nobody outside of yourself and God. That's it. I mean, when it comes to building businesses and the way the world works in this place of matter, you do need people, but on an emotional, psychological level, you don't need to not. It's just the knots reminding you of X, Y, and Z. And then on top of that, I had an open criminal case. Y'all didn't know as soon as I got back here, I had a court date. Y'all didn't know that. I never told you guys that. I go through hard times myself. Sometimes I'm going through stuff and go live and I have to do a show on YouTube. You never know what somebody is going through. But one thing that I will not do and prioritize myself on never doing is trauma dumping or trauma bonding with people or making people feel responsible for me online. And I've gotten a lot of people, infectious characters that will come and that'll make me feel solely responsible for their emotional, psychological well-being. And they feel like just because they send money that I'm supposed to do that. And then the minute I'm like, go away, they're now got a seat at the table with your enemies and everything. It's the weirdest shit ever. It's the weirdest shit ever.
Well, one thing I've seen and just learned is just, you have to be very careful with connecting with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot that comes with it. And this social media stuff has become the downfall of a lot of things. And it's absolutely crazy because like there are really good people out here, but after they connect with certain folks, it's a whole hot mess.
Right.
And that's just what it is. And I mean, Uncle Tim said it best. If I regret the day,
oh Lord,
I regret the day
You curse.
that I curse. I curse today. I met some of these people, but either way it go, they're not. Again, we have been sitting here talking a whole hour and 8 minutes. Honestly, for me, I didn't know why you went to jail, and as I said before, I didn't care because it's not my business to pry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if you my little brother, you're gonna say to me, well, Mario, this and that and the third. You and I talked, you didn't really go into a lot of details, but I know you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't when I first found out, I didn't want you to feel. And Darius knows this because he and I had this conversation. I didn't want to be bothering you because I know what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want you to feel like I was prying and trying to get more information. And then too, I didn't want you to feel like I'm doing this so I can go live. Because that, as you can see, we have not done. This is our first time talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I am.
So, long story short, the reason I was arrested on a $250,000 bail is because, again, I was going to take LA District Attorney's office to a jury trial. They don't want that because they see that I always beat them and embarrass them. So they know me well at the LA District Attorney's office, and um, the DA said something slick, and I called him a pussy ass cracker. And then he ran back into the courthouse and told, mind you, we're on the 9th floor of the court building where there's nothing but cameras. And he ran back in the courthouse and told the judge that I lifted up my hand and I swung at him and I tried to assault him. And I'm like, that's a goddamn lie. There's cameras out here. So I'm actively going to be going after his license for telling that lie on me, which caused the judge to take my OR and put me on a $250,000 bail. So being in jail was like, honestly, I knew it wasn't going to be forever because I didn't do anything that accounted for me to be in there forever. I knew I had to figure out how to survive in the midst of these gangs. I knew I had to like not be nice to people. Like I'm a pretty nice person, but I'm nice until I'm not. And motherfuckers know not to play with me when I'm not. So I had to go in there with that low vibration to survive into, the Bloods, the Crips, the Fallen Angels, the IC, the GBG, all these different gangs and fractions are around me and these different relationships going on and all this other stuff. So I definitely had to survive, and I definitely got into 2 squabbles because I had to, or else they was gonna pack me out and kick me out the dorm, or I was just niggas is not gonna take my food, So, but that's why I was arrested. Exactly. In the case was about, and I'm not a victim, so to speak, because we all manifest as above, so below. So whatever happened here is something that was happening up above, and something that I manifested into the reality. Long story short, the guy who accused me of a crime is an illegal immigrant. And they have this thing where a lot of illegal immigrants in the state of California, and I think elsewhere, are pursuing visa use as a desperate attempt to become an American citizen and not get deported. A visa U is the fastest free way to become a citizen in the United States. It only requires you to have been a victim of a crime and go to a doctor and say that you were psychologically abused as a causation of this crime, and you can get a free ticket in America. So I was a victim of that.
So can I ask you a question? So they revoked. This man went back into the courtroom, lied on you, and they revoked your bond for that.
Yeah, and I'm like, the courthouse got video proof to show that he's lying, and he lied on records, and he's in violation of ABA Rule 3.3A, and I'm coming for his license.
And then you just said something too, that this person that I'm assuming, is this the person that originally stated that you did something to them?
Okay, so the district attorney was fighting the case on his behalf, being a puppet and a fool for an illegal immigrant who actually accused me of the crime. And so, and when we were supposed to go to trial, the date that I got released, okay, I went to court 3 days before we were supposed to go to trial, and they tried to be like, okay, he's been in jail for 21 days or however long, many days. Let's give him time served, and let's give him a conviction, and let's give him 100 community service hours and 25 anger management classes in person. I was like, no, we can go to trial, because I do know that the clock is ticking and time is on my side because I didn't waive any. And then the next time I go to court, the private investigator is already doing their job and has already found out that this guy is not an American citizen, as evident from the video where he didn't have an ID. That's why he didn't have an ID. He's not an American citizen. And also he's been going to a therapist about this case. And those are the 2 elements needed to file a visa U and to become an American citizen. So the private investigator figured that out. And so we're in court. And so I have this attorney that they forced me to get, who is like, the DA was and should have dropped the case, but it was me who said that I can benefit from some anger management classes, but I'm not going to pay $75. And so they just have me doing anger management classes online because that's what I agreed to do. At any time, any second that I say something and they call the police, what they like to do on YouTube, and I go back to jail. Well, I already got time served, and we already got the private investigator saying and proving that this man has a malicious purpose behind pursuing me. So I go to trial and I beat the case. I'm going to file a lawsuit after that. Or if I go to trial and I lose the case, I already got time served. So
well, they're not. What? Okay, I'm asking you this because I don't know. So what did they put you in jail for anyways? Like, what did they say that you did?
well, they say I assaulted someone, but I have this thing about me to where I know law. I've been arrested so many times on, assault charges, but with no convictions and so forth. So if I'm gonna assault somebody, it's not gonna be with cameras watching unless it's a mutual combat, right? And so I'm not dumb. I know this place got cameras. I'm not gonna lie, I know I want to hit you. I know I want to beat you the fuck up, but I know if I do that, you got your posses with you, you got cameras and all this other stuff. So I'm not gonna do any of it. So they took a video that was extremely dark saying that I hit somebody, and then they gave the court another video that had it cut out how extensive my hand went, and I didn't touch anybody. I wanted that motherfucker to know that if I was not right here and you was not right here, that I would beat the shit out of you. So my words, my body language, I was definitely tapped into his energy, letting him know that I wanted to touch him, but I did not do it. So, and the thing about it is, LA District Attorney Office, they fucked up, and I bragged about it. Y'all didn't charge me with assault, which says that you got in somebody's personal space. Y'all charged me with battery as if I hit him. So you're fighting the wrong case. And I waited a whole year to say that because they then couldn't amend the complaint against me and change it to assault. They just put battery. You couldn't do that. The statute of limitation was up. So I bragged about that and laughed at them in court. This is why they was mad at me.
So this alleged victim, is he still out and about, or is he in ICE custody?
What's crazy is this alleged victim is now moved to Mickey's, which is another club in the West Hollywood area. You work for Treston Security Team, which employs security for many people, celebrities, nightclubs all over Hollywood, all over. Why is it that you, who gave an address, Wayland fucking Big Bear, why is it that you are still working at these LGBTQ plus places? It feels to me like a lot of them pretend to be straight, but they're not, and they go over there to terrorize people in the community. So I actually just seen him 2 days ago, working at another bar, and I was like, I'm not going up in there because I'm not doing none of this shit because this motherfucker set me up before, and then gotta go. And when he seen me, he just tucked his tail and put his head down because we know that you bitch, I'm finna write. When I write the letter to the district attorney, I'm gonna just edit it a little bit, and I'm writing it to Donald Trump, to Karen Brass, and let them know that you guys are advocating for people who are actually harming American citizens and doing it at the expense of resources as well. Like, you know how much resources it take to go to trial, how much resources it take of state money and federal funding to house inmates and stuff. That's a grift.
Mm-hmm. And they cost you, they've impacted your life. They cost you your livelihood has suffered.
Right, exactly. I have not gotten a social media check for a month. In addition to that, right before that, YouTube stole all of my money and so forth. And, people laughed at it and people praised it. And people was like, oh, he's a vexatious litigant. He can't sue YouTube. But all I can say is,
don't say it out loud. Don't not here.
Anyways, they'll find it since they want to stalk me and pull up cases and all that shit. They'll find it. Like, you can do whatever you want to do, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why, when you asked me to do this, I didn't mind, because again, me and you are brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I feel like if somebody deserves to tell their truth, let them tell their truth, especially when they ain't got no YouTube page. And it's, people feel like, well, why would you do this? Why would you do that? I'm going to keep that comment to myself. I almost said something. Anyways, I almost said something. But people feel like, why do I do certain things? And I'm just like, well, why do you do certain things?
Right. It's like I'm sorry. It's like people want to control a narrative, and that's just not going to happen. If your whole purpose of saying that I'm this terrorizing person and I'm off of YouTube, and so be it, why do you need to consistently still talk? Because honestly, you're just making me more famous. That's how I see it. It wasn't really about getting me off of YouTube. It was because I have done nothing no more less different or worse than the next person. Let's be clear. It was really about controlling the narrative or being so jealous and envious to where you have to stomp on somebody. And I'm not going to create a new YouTube page for somebody to harass me and then all of a sudden report me because I'm not supposed to be on YouTube and put me in this inferior position. I'm not doing it. We're taking YouTube by its horns, and we're going to address it the correct way. And even after all of that, we're going to come back to YouTube much stronger. We're going to focus on really figuring out what's the next viral trend. Can I start it? And what can I grab a hold to that I'm passionate about and talk about it until I've exhausted every corner of it, and then just let somebody else do it. That's what I'm really, really famous for. If you keep it a bean.
Well, and here's the thing. And I, just like you, I know what I'm famous for, how I do my stuff, how I do my content and everything. And that's one reason why I do pre-records, is because I know that a lot of people don't really support all the time. Mm-hmm. So I just rather just upload my content and let it do what it's going to do. I got tired of the fake love and all this other stuff. And this is where I am tonight. When I started YouTube, it was never about who could give this, who could give that, a PayPal, a Cash App. It was never about those things. It was about the content. And now that we can get donations, now that everybody and their mama can use StreamYard and all of this stuff like that, and everybody can get a donation or whatever the case may be, it's like, well, I got more money than you, and I make more money. And see, the people are, and it's like, y'all, it's really not even. It's not about that. It's not about that. Like, if you cannot produce good content, then what are you doing on these pages other than begging? Yeah, might be out there on the corner. 888. Hush, there's. But see, the truth is that I have taken time, and I'm gonna toot my own horn. I've taken time because I went to school for media production. I went to school for journalism, videography production, Photoshop, and now I had these skills before I went to school. But afterwards, I could say, I went to school for blah 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 blah, and it's like I was putting videos together. I was putting skits together. I was doing all these things before I really was doing this. And so, people act like you don't know what you're doing. You ain't know this and you ain't know, baby, I've been doing this for a long time. And this is why Uncle Tim said what he said, and I concur. Half these I hate the day. I curse the day that I even gave these niggas a chance, an opportunity, because they're a waste of space.
Right.
So it's what I've learned tonight is when you're growing and you're doing what you're doing, you have to be very careful and use a piece of discernment to the people that is trying to come in your environment and your space. Because if they don't want to, because here's what they really want. They want to get to know you so they can either fuck, get in your business, or find out some information so they can spread it.
And that's what I experienced when I first got onto YouTube. And when I caught hold of that, the public perception was don't get along with nobody. No. These people, they want one of those three things, if not all of them. And I don't have time to explore that. I don't have time to play that game, to none of that. I'm not finna do any of that. So that is, again, people have to gauge why people are doing what they're doing. Why is this person so upset with Deny? And oftentimes that's your answer right there. That's it right there. And oh, he think everybody want him or whatever. I don't, my part of my brand is not my looks, not nothing. I've always valued quality over quantity. Um, I wanted to be the best creative one. That's what it is. I came to YouTube already having validation by white mainstream, aka Hollywood. That is something to be envied and revered. So, and I said it yesterday, and I hope, and maybe you can flesh it out or correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't care what most black people think about me. That's the biggest difference between me and the average YouTuber. Because most people and most of our people, black Americans, operate from low vibrations.
Well, you know what? The thing is this right here, and I agree with what you just said. A lot of people don't have what you have. And because of that, it's like they want to sit up here and fight you. Mm-hmm. And you're sitting back like, who the are you? I don't even know who you, not in the sense like, who the are you? It's like, really, like, who are you? And it's like they pick at everything about you. But baby, I have looked this way from day one. I have been here since day one. Baby, I baby, small, fat, skinny, thick. I've been all of those things. And baby, I've been desirable, all of those things. It doesn't matter what you post. It doesn't matter what. I'm telling you, when you reject people, this is what they do. Mm-hmm. They sit out here and they come up with things just to sit up out here and galvanize to an audience of people that say, well, I don't like him either. I don't like it. And nobody knows why they don't like you. Nobody knows. Oh, he always trying to expose somebody. Well, is he doing something wrong? Well, they're not always out here talking about some celebrities. Ain't we all out here doing this?
And then you're talking about me. Now I'm the celebrity. I feel like Miss Netta now. I'm the icon.
You're the icon.
I feel like I'm the icon. Literally.
But it doesn't matter. I'm talking about, like, I was on here. This was 2019. I was on here. I went to an event in San Antonio, Texas, and I was invited to come and be one of the speakers at this YouTube social media personality situation, right? And when I got there, I didn't realize the people that did not like some of the people that were there. Mm-hmm. And because I was there as well, they just started dragging the dog out of me. And I was like, who are these people? Oh, baby. I mean, I was in my closet doing commentary, and they was like, look at him. He think he all that with, he trying to show off his fur. I'm like, man, what? It's behind me. Like it hangs in the closet. Right. Oh, look at him. I can make crowns just like that. I was like, oh my God. And I just made up in my mind. I'm like, listen, people are going to do whatever they want to do. This is why I make it my business. Like, I don't care about showing what I drive or what I have or the home I live in or whatever the case may be, because as you can see, they are trying to say, oh, DeMario live in his mama house. Well, motherfucker, I pay the rent. How about that? Okay. Bitch, I pay the lights, I pay the water, I pay the gas. You gonna come help me pay some of this shit? Everybody want to be out here talking about what DeMario do. Don't we all pay bills?
Right.
Exactly.
And honestly, and to be very honest with you, half y'all niggas that's in the comments and they be coming and making videos, who lights water, gas, rent, your shit in? What's the name of your furniture in?
Right, exactly. And then it's just like, and another thing, people are worried about I don't lead with my sexuality. So really and truthfully, what I do behind closed doors is none of your business or your concern. I never came to the internet saying that I'm rich. So if I'm homeless or poor, the only concern you should have is wanting to lift up and help somebody in that situation. Like,
well, to not see the thing about it is, it be po motherfuckers who ain't never had and all of this stuff like that get online bragging about stuff because they've never had it and they're not used to it.
Exactly.
You know, Section 8 and now they getting cash out. So let me stop. I'm not talking.
Right. It's like I jumped on YouTube and
this ain't directed at nobody in particular, but this is just true across the board.
Right. I jumped on YouTube making money and I'm out of the country 4 or 5 times when you still been in the same spot. Like, you know, like what, that's the aesthetics. What's really your issue? Like, I don't understand. Like, and that's why my brain cannot be really stretched. I lead with intellect. I lead with creativity. Like, the things of my brain are the intellect, the creativity, or the roasting. You get in a roast battle with me, doxing, exploring, people are going to look forward to me packing you up. That's a part of my brain. My brain is not that I'm around here wanting to sleep with everybody, around here begging because I'm homeless. That's not a part of my skilo. I don't exploit my personal life online. You do that to try to tear at me, but that's not why people come to me. People go to you to hear about that and sensationalize that shit, which ultimately in turns creates more interest in me. So thank you. And I'm not talking to nobody in the chat or anything. You got anything, questions or concerns? That is what it is. And Denot's a straightforward person. And again, people can't take rejection. If I told you I don't fuck with you a year ago or before I came to jail, you think me getting out of jail, I'm gonna be so weak, vulnerable, and need you to where now you feel like what I said to you before is no, I don't fuck with you. I don't have nothing. The internet is so big. There's so many content creators that are black, that are white, whatever, live streaming right now. If you don't like me, what's the sense of you coming over here reminding me of that or trying to figure out how to get back? No, I don't fuck with you. And that's what it is. This
Life,
is why a lot of
life is good. Baby, I live in a 4-bedroom house. I pay rent in a 4-bedroom house. But either way it go, and this is not confrontational. Either way it go, I pay bills just like everybody else. So while we're on here dragging somebody because of where they live, where they stay, baby, ain't nobody on here rich like that. Like,
right.
I need y'all to calm the hell down. Y'all be doing too damn much. Like, y'all ain't talking about like, oh yeah, I live like, yeah, baby. No, y'all don't. No, I promise you don't. I promise you don't.
Tell people they never had nothing.
Right.
I'm telling, baby, like y'all be out here flossing for YouTube and the gram and everything like that. It's absolutely stupid because
well, live is good 98 in the words of a black void.
Listen,
yeah, it ain't tricking if you got it. In the words of a black void.
Me personally, I just like, I feel like if the not this and the not this, if I'm in a situation where somebody's helping me out, or I'm in a situation where you stack your money, do your things, get your credit up, get your credit up. Like,
yes, and it's
take care of your priorities.
I'm always been a person. I really don't want you knowing what I got anyway. So if you think I'm broke, because I mean that's less likely that you're gonna ask me for anything. Because when I ain't got it. Even if I got it, I ain't got it.
Listen, even if I got it, bitch, think that I'm broke. That's how I am. So you would never know when I'm broke or when I have it or anything. You would never know. Just think that I'm broke. If you think that I'm broke and that's the content and that's going viral, and y'all my people, why don't y'all support me if that's the narrative or if that's the truth? Why don't y'all support me instead of tearing me down? This is what I mean. Like, and somebody said a comment earlier about I shouldn't down my own people. Listen, Black people, we as a people are living in so much sin that's being projected onto us by the oppressor to where we have normalized it. I go back to my hometown and see people living a certain way and doing certain things. if I try to tell them that that's right, wrong, or that you can live better, then I'm the bad person because I know better. When you know better, you do better. And a lot of people online are sheeps. It's not that I'm down in my own people. It's that my own people are under psychological programming, and we don't have no political power, nothing. The only thing that we can do is tear at each other. And I have superseded the fucking negative bottom feeder type of energy and vibe. And a lot of us have that. A lot of us, even I still have elements of me that's like bottom feeder, and I can tap into those, but I also know that's not the epitome of my life, and I can't stay in that type of energy field if I want to continue to persevere, if I want to make new friends and do new things and go new places. A lot of y'all motherfuckers I go to Brazil, Brazilians, Colombians, people. I'm Black American and Jamaican, but these people looking at me like I'm exotic. Y'all mad because you not me. Just my looks alone can carry me over, and I don't have to brag about that.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. Just my looks alone can carry me over into elements, into relationships, into business meetings, into a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of my people don't have the opportunity to get. This is where the jealousy come into play. I never said that publicly. I never bragged about that, but that's the fucking truth. That's the fucking truth. Like, my looks alone gives a lot more room for me to make the same mistakes that you make, and you won't be forgiven. That's the truth. Okay.
Well, listen, you all, we have given you all this time, and I wanted my brother to come on to say his part, and he wanted to come on to share with you all. And so I thought it would be not robbery for him to do so. He does not have a platform no more. So I'm like, this is where the people at, and I'm his brother. I got a big old platform. Thank the Lord. At least I ain't got nothing but 100,000 followers. Shit. I ain't got nothing but a little 100,000. So we just did this in a little piece of something. But I'm happy that he's out and he's able to speak for himself, because I think a lot of people are dumb and they love doing the absolute most. Yes, yeah. Put deny. You can do that. If
it's in the back chat. It's not going to be a hyperlink.
So can you put it in our text thread and we can post it? We can copy it.
I just didn't. Oh shit! Hold on, no, I didn't. Let me put it in text thread.
So if you all can and you all want to, you all can follow Deny. Let me see, it's over here. Okay? There it is. Deny. I got it.
And let's be clear. These people that talked about me and drug me, they gonna get drug and red for filth. Let's be clear, because
you was over there dragging some folks the other day.
Yeah, it's expected of me. It's a part of my brand. Like, clapping back. Now, me just going around bullying people, that's not a part of my brand. But the clapbacks is what it is. That, the intellect, the educate, all of that stuff. I'm still the same. Not. So don't sit up here and be like, oh, he changed. I changed for the betterment of me. I did. I mean, I read, I'm getting much smarter. I can articulate myself better. I control my emotions better. So don't think that I'm emotional by packing these people up. These people gave me a license to do so. Okay.
Now I'm asking a question. Now, when you were in California, did you meet some of those people?
In California, the only person off of YouTube that I like, some of what people specifically? I met these people at like the court cases and seeing them, and I'm not. Let's be very fucking clear. Hell no about that particular individual. And let's be clear, the next time I go to a fucking court date, bitch, don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk no shit about me. If somebody wants to talk to me, don't you even let me think or fathom that you are the reason why this person is acting shady towards me, bitch, because I'm going to check you right then and there. There's no more Mr. Nice Deny. And if you want a mutual combat, we can do that. Just say that so that you don't have to call the police. Because y'all ready to call the police and call the jail and call the people saying that I'm a threat to you to have me arrested and have my OR taken, bitch. Don't fucking play with me. I'm not being nice to nobody just because they're a big influencer and they have this platform and that they can control the narrative and control the energy around. Bitch, I'm not playing none of that, bitch. I'm not. Ain't no more Mr. Nice Denied. Ain't no more none of that, motherfucker. It's straight, fierce face, no teeth, no smiling, bitch.
So can we clarify something? Because I keep seeing this comment when you make the statement about, you know, black and black people. I don't think when you made that comment, you're not demeaning black people.
My best friends are black. The people that I hang out with and talk to every day are black. I said the most of us are in the MK Ultra mind programming and confined to lower chakras in our program with food, energy.
When you speak like that, some of these people don't even know what a chakra is.
Right. So I seen that, and honestly, that probably be another content creator pushing the narrative that I hate black people. And if you feel that way, then that's what it is. I don't give a fuck if you that's what you want to push. The real people, and that's the thing about it. I don't even have to explain that because progressive black people are what I fuck with, not regressive or stagnant niggas. That shit irritates me. Hence why I don't even fuck with a lot of my family. I love them from afar. Here I am struggling to stay afloat, but I'm also responsible for policies and health and all of this other stuff from my family, and I don't even talk to them. They don't, you know, it's like when you're the strongest person, when you're the person who's gonna stand right, you got a lot of pressure. So the only thing that I'm obligated to do is live and let live. And I would advise all black people or anybody to detach yourself from negativity, because when you die, your spirit and your soul remembers that. And if you're attached to all the negative planes of existence, you're going to come right back here to earth and have to repeat life. And when I die, I'm not coming back to this place. So fuck anybody low vibrational, black, white, Asian, Jewish, fuck anybody low vibrational, fuck anybody that is just negative and don't have any positivity and choose the negativity over the positivity and don't know how to be a multidimensional being. So fuck all of that. And unfortunately, that's most black people in America. And that's just a fucking fact. Okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you go and do some research and educate the people and challenge me on an educated standpoints opposed to I'm supposed to give a fuck because we black standpoints. Fuck you and fuck them.
Well, I was going to say something. Anyways, so honestly, with all of that, people are going to be and act the way that they want to be and act. And to what Donat is saying, if y'all still can't understand it, is that everybody's not going to be on the same level mentally, physically, spiritually, have the same knowledge. You are going to have some black people, white people that are going to be low vibrational. Everybody's not going to understand when you have decided to move on with life and educate yourself and be progressive and get what you need to get. That's just the truth. Some people will always be crabs in a bucket. Some people will always be like, the moment that you get something good, oh, you think this, you think you better than everybody else. No, I don't. I just wanted to move out the hood, go get me a nice house and get me a nice car. Boom, that's it. I don't think nothing about nobody else. And then when I decide to do better for myself and I decide to do better with myself, and you mad because I don't hang out with you no more, or I don't you no more, you think I feel some type of way. No, I don't want to be around the craziness. And you know what? To be honest with you, Donat, there's like, for me, ignore it. Do not just ignore it. To me, I was always raised around everybody. So when I say I experienced racism very differently, that's because I did. I didn't experience a lot of racism until I became a teenager adult. And so when I experienced it, it looked very different for me, because as a child, I didn't experience that. I've always lived around white people, whether they was low, middle class, or upper echelons. I've always lived around all of that my entire life. And so when people say, oh, I don't like this because of that, whatever, I'm like, well, I have a different experience. If I wasn't dating the person who I was dating right now, baby, I was looking at me a white man. Hello, I'm being honest. What's that?
Right. You know, white people in control of systems.
Hold on,
of
the people said they want to say something. Hold on. Messenger and the spiritual.
Greetings. Thanks for allowing me up. I came up to address the knot because before he go into him, I would just like to explain myself and the story that I have about this man. If I'm allowed to, I would just, because I don't want us talking, of course, and all of that negativity. I just want to
one second. Can you turn your camera on, please?
Oh, well, right now I'm in my house. It's all packed up. I had my camera on earlier. I don't think you want to see a bonnet.
I mean, the bonnet is fine. Like, I just like for people that come on to talk. If you follow me for a minute, I like for people that come on to talk. I like to know.
Unfortunately, I didn't have that pleasure of following you. I've seen you. You always look good. And I just seen the knot up here. And this is my symbol, what everybody know me by. Because right now I'm transitioning, moving. But if you require a camera, I could understand and I could go down. You know, I mean, I just don't want to, like, I got a bonnet on and I could show you.
Mama, listen here. Listen here. I wanted to be able to physically see who we're talking to.
Okay, I could give that respect. My little babies are in here. My daughters walk around naked. You know, so I don't want to be no surprise. But I'm here with my bonnet on like this, you know. So I appreciate if I could have on.
You good.
Okay, appreciate I can have on my signature. But let me just say this. I like to put my signature up so people could. This is what people know me by. Okay. Now let me tell you, me being of age, I enjoy YouTube. I got rid of the regular channels. I enjoy YouTube. My little channel, I don't want to explain to go into it, but it's not for money. All right. I found people to be very entertaining. Yourself, I see you with your beautiful crowns. I learned about you from Official King Payne. He bragged about the crowns that you wear. And you know, that's how I learned about you and your channel. Now, as far as Hiraka, hold on. I really have an emergency, Dad. And I cannot.
Messenger, you just muted yourself.
He was at my door. Okay. Now, I've seen the knot come on YouTube. He first addressed people panels. We know they're not gonna. That's a negative that I had to wash away. All right, but I don't think I could be able to talk right now because I'm rudely interrupted in this household right now. But I'm gonna catch you again because my whole thing is I seen you come on this YouTube page and you was very, very talented. And when I seen your page taken away, I was very upset about that. And you accuse certain people of taking it away. And the people that you accuse, I felt I don't like. So I was on your side 100%. And the thing that I wanted to tell you, you're not great if they don't take your page away. That's what I was trying to point out to you, just like you starting your new page all over again. And people are coming to your page all over again. I was just trying to encourage you.
I'm not on YouTube. I'm
on Twitch. On YouTube, it says the Not Fan page. That's the page you on. You got like 400 people on that page. That's how I seen you back on YouTube.
The Not Fan. Hold on. The Not Fan.
The Not, and then it says in parentheses fan page, and you got about 400 or 300 people on there. That's how I seen you today. So I don't know what YouTube is doing, but that's how they got. I'm not on Twitch. Remember, you sent me a whisper and blocked me on Twitch. And that's another thing. I never knew about, what was that other channel, Clubhouse or Twitch, these channels. You brought a lot to YouTube, but what you didn't appreciate is the people in YouTube. You didn't appreciate the people that help build up your channels. All you do is spit venom. But okay, spit venom on grown adults. But when you coming for kids, you coming for people life. When you coming for kids, when you coming for people children, you are coming for people life. And that's where I draw the line. Come for my dumb ass all you want. But what did I call? Somebody coming for people, kids, you just got no boundaries. And it makes no sense to be fickle-minded on these YouTube streets. Disrespectful, fickle-minded. People that helped you, people that watched you, people that helped you build up your page. You lost the page with 50,000, but you still had a page with 20,000. And you got on YouTube. Oh, forget YouTube. You're not thinking about the 20,000 people that were still hanging with you. You understand? The only thing that had to happen was for the 50,000 people to come to the 20,000. But you uproared everything, disrespected and hated everybody. And that's what I did not like about you. And then when I seen people that you in conflict with, the grounds and that you had to go to, the level that you sunk, and the things that you did, yo, that's like not unacceptable. And that's fickle-minded. And it all was unnecessary. Okay? And then you start talking about kids. And I'm done with that. That's what and I wanted you to know, when they took your page, I was pissed. I was like, yo, you're not great unless they took your page. That's what I meant. I seen great people get their page. Brother Hassan get his page taken away. Peach McIntyre get pages that have more subscribers than you. What did they do? They made new pages and they came back. So if you coming back to YouTube, this is the first day that I started my cleanse with the Wally Show. And one of the things I'm cleansing away is negativity. Thank you, King Live Show. Thank you for allowing me to come up. I just wanted to cleanse this negativity away, because the bottom line is you could come for any adult. Leave kids. Kids are to be respected. And that's all I got to say. And I want this young man to know I was on his side when those two old crows, because I'm an old bitch too, I wanted to get in their ass. But you know what? He was so incredible on the Diddy trial. It was those lawyers that took his page. Okay, if you got any common sense, you would know what it was, those lawyers, because he was heckling P. Diddy mother and got that attention about a freak off. He was heckling the whole thing. I live in New York and enjoyed looking at this nigga cover the P. Diddy trial. Okay, I say what's right. And it's wrong to be going for somebody so hard, talking about kids and just violating people preferences and sexual desires and all that. Just stop it. Stop it. It just got to be too much. And I got to the point, yo, Barbara, are you prepared to go to the penitentiary or not? Because if you talk to this man, you might have to go straight to the penitentiary. Because it's ridiculous. Because when you come in for kids, people are ready to go. And that's all I got to say. Like, people got to have some kind of boundaries and have respect for the people that support you. You lost a little 50,000 page, and then you got 20,000. And then you dissing the 20,000 that's still there, that didn't unsubscribe. You went mad. Admit when you're wrong. Admit when you're wrong. That's all I'm saying. Now, King Jives, you giving this man another opportunity. I hope he take it. I hope he learned you Christian too. Teach him repentance. You understand? Teach him repentance, because this all could be, listen, I need to be forgiven for disrespecting people, children. You understand how deadly it was? Talking about Blueface baby. And then you in the LA jail. It's amazing God was on your side. It's amazing you survived, because in New York you wouldn't have.
Is there a stopping point?
Yes, it is. Right here and now. Stopping point. Go ahead.
But I appreciate you. And Jive, I'm not going to argue with this person. This is the same person who, first of all, the 20K page, I was locked out of YouTube Studio, so I couldn't monetize on that page. And I definitely didn't want anybody to send me any super chats or super stickers, given the fact that they stole from me. So that's my business and my dealings of how I handled that and my purpose up there. That's not for you to comment. Secondly, I'm not on YouTube. Any fan page, whatever, I'm going to be reporting that to get it off. I'm not on YouTube. because from what I see, they're still in my content that I do on Twitch and exclusively on Twitch. I don't want shit to do with YouTube. That's number two. Number three, you're the same person who I heard a video going up to somebody's platform saying that did not wish death upon me and I'm an identifiable person when I never did that, and how you should ban me and get me deleted off of Twitch, let alone YouTube. So you're an oxymoron, you're a hypocrite. And I did start on YouTube, coming onto people's channels. Little did I know that they would take that small affiliation and run with it to create their storylines and their narratives. Additionally, I don't play with people's kids. Christian Rock's baby is going to be 2 years old in a couple of days. And I think more and more people are waking up to the fact that it's child neglect. And that's something that many, many, many people have talked about, not just myself, even faceless people talked about. So you can't check me on that. And as far as your God and your leader, who you came over here to actually advocate for, while booty clapping at the same time and capping and talking out the side of your neck, you literally know for a fact that I was not talking about nobody's kids. It's the fact that you're sticking your tongue out like a big grown, big old freak, and you're doing the same thing in a picture with a child. I think that that was somebody who came on here to play the victim, who builds their likeness off of playing the victim, who is a pussy ass man that motherfuckers like you can run over and emasculate easily. So you rather cuddle up and huddle up underneath that. Additionally, you got nothing but negativity going on inside of your house, and we don't want to hear it online. The way you approach me is just too much. In general, I feel like you're too much. I blocked you on Twitch, which means that you can't even see my content on Twitch. And this is another reason why I'm not interested in coming back to YouTube until I can resolve something with my 50K plus subscriber account through litigation. Otherwise, it still stands that I don't like you. I don't deal with people like you. I feel like you're one of the low vibrational people. Everything that you said to me right now was backhanded and was meaning to demean me and to somehow put me in an inferior position because you are the matrix. King Jive, if you can do me a favor and remove her. I don't even know why she Jive, please. I'm not finna. I'm leaving.
Fool,
I'm leaving.
No, you the big fish. You stay up here. You understand? Because that's why I came here. No, Jive. I'm gonna go down so he could come back. Okay, because don't let that fickle-minded fool escape. All right, he was talking about children, so I'll go down so he could come back up. I'll be in the bushes and address him, because like I'm saying, I'm so serious. He was talking about people, kids. He's a fickle-minded fool, and you can't be nice to this person. Jive, King Jive, he'll backstab you too. See how nice you is to this man? He will backstab you too. Both of y'all. Beware of that demon. He's a fickle-minded fool. And there's no justice in him. And there's no righteousness in him. And I'm not playing with that fickle-minded fool. I'll drop my address and let him drop his, because that's how I'm ready to get down. We'll be on international viral news. Because I'm not playing with that fickle-minded fool. I ain't come up here to represent nobody. I came up here to represent every child that this man disrespects. And it only was the mercy of God that kept him safe in that LA jail. He was talking about Krishan Rock, disabled child. Okay, and Blueface should have did something with that.
Thank you.
Blueface,
yeah, I don't think, like, just for the sake
you a fickle-minded fool. Okay, you want to try to act like you all nice. You a fickle-minded fool. You can call me whatever you want.
Go ahead and drop this one. Thank you.
Yeah, like I don't even play that, running a narrative.
I'm sorry, I was putting my kids up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just running a narrative. Like we still gonna talk about Krishan Rock. We're still gonna talk about the well-being of Junior because everybody else is doing it. So we're not doing none of this stuff. You're trying to run a play and run a narrative. You're on platforms talking about me, saying it's good that I'm in jail.
I'm sorry, Darius. I had to go put my kids up. They was outside.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have to. I can't drop it. I was
right.
So that's gonna be a soundbite for
Yeah, it's just like your energy and your vibe is just so disgusting and negative, like a bitch that smokes cigarettes all day or something, you know. Like, stop trying to, like, I don't want nothing. And this person knows that I don't like, you can tell, like, I can tell somebody how to get $1 million, and because the information came from me, they won't accept it. So maybe it was the right message, wrong messenger. You came up here to run some. I don't fucking fuck with that lady. That lady is so low vibrational and disgusting and can't live with the fact that you can't come up here, offend me, insult me, give a backhand compliment, or and that's what happened when I first came on YouTube. It literally was people like her. I'm on a panel and they're running up there, running down on me, creating these sidebar narratives. And she didn't come up here to talk to me or do anything for me. She came up here to manipulate King Jives to make it cool for her to run a play. She didn't care. She don't care about what me or you got to say. What she care about is telling your people in this sector things to believe and think about me like I give a fuck about that. And this is the part about black people, low vibration. I don't give a fuck what y'all say or think. Like, this lady is disgusting. Stay away from me. I don't fucking like you. You can have the best information for me and I would never fuck with you. You can have the best support or you're great and I don't give a fuck. You don't need, nobody on this internet need to tell me that I look good, need to tell me that I'm great, need to tell me that I'm a creative genius, need to tell me that I got a big dick, need to tell me that I have a perfect body, need to tell me any of those things. Those are the things. Those are the things that I have subconsciously acknowledged within myself, and I walk with that. I don't have to think about it. It's secondhand. You don't, none of that. This lady only came up here to cause division, confusion.
This why that old grub worm wants
you. And then to run a play. So the person who's recapping or responding to this video, she wants to get on their channel to continue to run her play again. Krishan Rock, baby, I never said anything about the baby. I think the purpose of me and hundreds and thousands of other people covering Krishan in correlation to her child is she had her child live stream. So your child is now a part of your brand, and the well-being and the way you take care of your child is a part of your brand. Go talk to the people who's getting 3 and 4 million impressions with pages specifically dedicated to Krishan Rock's parenting. They're getting the type of attention that you want. You know, so it's a narrative. It's a part of her brand. We're going to continue to cover it. We're going to continue.
I just covered Krishan. She was at somebody's church playing, and they had her
smoking weed. And smoking weed on stage. What, and her baby. And she just did. And I'm doing a show later. I'm doing a show around like 5:30 on Twitch, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. She just came out her son's birthday in a couple of days, and she's talking about how she don't want to spend time with him and how she can't because she got bookings and they're just going to a museum and she gonna leave immediately. And her niece came out and said she tired of bees dropping their kids off and don't take care of their kids. So these are things that her and her family are putting online. I'm covering the content. And then for another content creator who's losing a roast battle, who's talking about my parents, and you know, talking about my parents and my parents are ugly.
Hold on. Here is the trick, right?
Mm.
And that is, I'm an 80s baby. Darius is an 80s baby too. If you can throw a read, you can catch a read.
You can catch a read.
Baby, we from the age of the dozens. If you
we from Florida too, bitch, we gonna lose.
Look, old pussy asshole.
Listen, you don't want to play the dozens with somebody from Florida, the Bible Belt. You don't want to play the dozens with nobody from the Bible Belt, baby. We come from the lineage. We didn't go up north and get south. Our ancestors took them licks from the slave and picked at each other and roasted each other, and that's the dozens, and that's what we do to stay live and healthy, even if it's at your expense or Tamar Braxton's expense. That's what it is. My whole thing is, if you want to play the dozens with me, don't go out and play the victim at the same time. Let these people know you playing the dozens and you finna lose.
Well, see, also, Dana, is that's this, like, and Miss Messenger lady, here's the thing. If you bring your kids online, right? If you bring your kids online and we see your children looking a mess, like, you have put your child in the public light looking like that. And then people want to sit out here and talk about folks' parents and stuff. And then you think we will not respond and give you the same energy or more.
Exactly.
Like, don't play the victim now. And this part is not even for Miss Messenger, but the truth is, a person's not gonna read me, a person's not gonna read Darius or Dana or anybody. You're not
me, motherfucker.
You're not gonna read somebody or call yourself reading somebody and think that we're not going to respond. Now, there are some people that I just don't even waste my time with. I don't.
Right. Because it's like people that they like to like, it's like, motherfucker, I'm reading you to tell you, okay, I'll give you a little squabble, but at some point, like, we're men, we gotta fight or just leave this shit alone, bitch. And y'all don't want to fight. Y'all don't want to fight me, motherfucker. You can say I'm scared. Let's get into a mutual combat situation, and I bet I fight better than Goku, bitch. Let's get there.
And you know what was so interesting about this lady? One, because I don't even want to say the other content creator's name, but I know for a fact that she personally is actively in the chat of 2 content creators that are very much opposition to you.
And just drag me and talk about me. If your point and your purpose, and I'll drive, if you gonna give him another chance, bitch, like, who? You're not the YouTube police to say if it's okay with my relationship with somebody. Jazz is one of my friends, been my friend for a long time. And I hate to say it, but I can call up more white content creators than I can call black content creators.
Yeah.
That y'all don't even know about. And I don't want you to know about them.
Yeah. And here's the thing. These people brought your family. See, the thing is, when they want to say you talking about kids, are they also talking about how their favorite content creator brought your mother up? They brought your sister up. They brought your brother up. See, it's okay for them.
And what did I do? I showed pictures. I showed pictures of my family, and you thought that you don't know how to play this game. I showed pictures of my family, and you thought that I did it because I was upset. No, but because I was going to show your family the next day.
It's like with Jives. They have assassinated his mother's character. They have talked about his auntie. They have talked about his grandmother. I mean, they say their favorite content creators can say all this stuff about people's personal lives, about their family. But when you return the favor, oh no, that's too much. You shouldn't talk about the kids. No, fuck that. I'm like Madison and disagree. If you talk about me and mine, I'm coming for everything about you and yours. Every fucking thing. I don't give a fuck.
And oftentimes it means that they lost and now they need to find something to pull on people's heartstrings because they really crying.
Now, Darius, watch this. Do not watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I ain't said nothing.
That's gonna be a soundbite. Watch and see what I just said.
But I promise you, they gonna do it.
They gonna do it. They can
Like,
take,
oh my gosh!
You can't say nothing.
Have that lady ever been in? And whoever, like, a fucking fan page? Ain't no fucking fan page. Pay me my motherfucking money. Pay me. Like,
screenshot.
No. Yeah, send me a screenshot of some shit. I ain't got no. I'm not on fucking YouTube. I don't give a fuck about that. Okay, if I can't have my 50K page back, that's it.
It was a white person or a Spanish person, something, created another page, and I saw it in my comment section on the other day. It was King Jive, and it was spelt weird, and it was King Jive Show, and I was just like, and so I went and reported the page because I'm like, who is this playing on my? Who is this playing with my name? Who is this playing with me? Because I know the pages that I have, and this is not one of them. And see, y'all, we're gonna end because we've been on here 2 hours. Listen, what people need to understand is you can't tell us how to respond. You can't, because if people is like, there's only so much niceness. Okay, there's only so much niceness that a person can give. If I'm telling you, okay, and you keep doing the absolute most, and I respond, don't sit out here and play the victim. Because if you throw the first hit and I come and mollywop your ass, don't play the victim. And that go for anybody. And I don't care who it is, grown man, grown woman, you throw the first hit. Because here's the thing about it. You're not hurting me by talking about my mom, my aunt, or whatever the case may be, talking about all these people. I'm like, first of all, I have a beautiful family. Can we say the same about you?
Lord.
My family's alive. Can we say the same about you?
Oh Lord.
And that's the thing. I'm not throwing a read at nobody. I'm just saying this is just the truth. I can go visit mine. I can go talk to mine. My folks are in Lake Wales. They're all over Florida. They're all over the United States. I can go to do these things. But I'm saying if you throw one at me, I have the right to throw one back at you. Don't sit up out here and tell me how bad to hurt you.
Exactly, bitch. You cut me, you scratch me, bitch. I'm gonna cut you.
Hello.
Right. That's what I'm
No,
saying. Bitch.
reciprocity.
You say one thing about me that I don't like your content until I say I'm done. Or until you, or like that, and it's not because I want this, and it's to throw, like, don't go there with the knot, and I'm not gonna stop, and I'm letting you know that that's what's going to happen. So why would you even go there with him?
Exactly.
Unless you are willful participant in it. You can't play the victim and the villain at the same time. That's some pussy ass shit. It can't.
And you can't tell a bitch how to get you back. I'm gonna get you back.
You can't.
You know, there was a saying. I grew up in church. I was a church queen. You know how you say you praise God. I'm gonna praise God to heaven get the news. I'm gonna read your motherfucking ass.
Hey,
until times get better.
Hallelujah.
Times get better maybe 3 years from now. However long it takes.
And you know, and not, here's the thing about it. A lot of these folks out here, hey, what's up, Johnny Mac? A lot of these folks out here have been attacking. And I remember when we did that whole tour trying to figure out what, who, what, where, when, and why. Nobody could come up with an answer or anything. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people just want your attention, and that's all they want. And because I decided to not keep going with the mess, then it's like people are doing what they're doing right now. And I'm telling you, honestly, I don't care, because I'm telling you, the way the law of reciprocity work, maybe what you put out, you will get right back. And while y'all think y'all digging a ditch for me or digging a grave for me, baby, I hope one is big enough for you. And that go for anybody. I'm not making fat jokes. I'm just making a statement.
Well, you're gonna need a pretty big hole for one individual.
And that's another thing. Like, how can you what and the thing is like, if you notice, like, and this is me saying this, if you notice all the content creators who had the most shit to say about me when I was gone, they all got diabetes. They all insecure with their bodies. Storm Monroe, he lying saying he got a thyroid because he got big old booties and hips when he need to go to the gym and go. Yeah,
he said he got thyroid because he got booty. Oh, child.
Listen, you know them. Storm Monroe waist is 2 times bigger than his hips because of his booty, way like that. And he's little, and he's talking about he got thyroids. No, you don't. You just need to go to the gym.
He might need to get on that medication
or something. It's like you got diabetes. Conscious TV got diabetes, and this is not me picking. No. This is not because he put this information out there in a video, and I'm not picking. But what I'm saying is, you cannot be on here reading people if you have these. You can't do that, and then like somebody in a wheelchair, you cannot be doing this, and then now Denard is the villain, and you get to go. You don't see people with these health conditions picking and poking. We feel bad for them. We want to feel bad for them. We want to pour into them because they're not doing this egregious shit to people. Like, you don't have nothing. Like, you should want me and want other people to pour into you instead of highlighting your insecurities or whatever that you're dealing with. Every single person, I kid you not, that shitted on me, made video after video, got chronic health conditions, and I can read them on that. But then what about the other people, like my friends and other people that got those problems? Am I the bad person for getting them back, for roasting them? Like, y'all don't step in that arena if you can't take the smoke. That's my point. Nobody wants to be picking at nobody's health conditions. Nobody wants to be highlighting somebody sticking their tongue out, acting like a big old bottom freak the same way that they're doing in the picture with a child. Nobody even wants to focus on you. You focus on you, and I'm gonna focus on me. But the fact that you focus so much on me when I wasn't here, you no longer can play the victim at all because I wasn't even able to respond. And if you want to be like, okay, enough is enough and yada, 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 then that's fine. Then we can agree to disagree. I would never be friends with them. Okay. And if at any point in time, like a Storm and Row, oh, he'll do anything for friends. No, I wanted to collaborate. I don't know you in real life, not planning on meeting you in real life, none of that other stuff. You got a big old booty, a big old treat for Bishop Bernard Jordan to come through your chimney out the back door by the dumpster, nigga. Okay, so you push it out. You stay pushing it down.
Oh no.
So it's like, and then you get on live stream dragging Tamar Braxton, saying she look like a Muppet, be this, be that, and now you eating a watermelon with no seeds in it. So that means you was playing in Dr. Seppi them face. That means you was playing in Young Pharaoh them face. They been told you not to eat no watermelon with no seed in it, but you want to go on an alkaline diet eating a watermelon with no seeds in it because your booty too big. And one of your booty cheeks take over the whole seat that you sitting on. And when you stand up, you get shorter than the seat, that little airport seat. Toddlers want surgery like Bandman Kevo so you can stand taller, then want to go to Dubai and all these other places to get your guts and shit pumped out like Joe Netta, full sleeve or something. It ain't gonna help you. Y'all gotta go and exercise and get health workout ridges and stuff before y'all go to get chopped on. And you know that doctor told you that. That's why you want to go out of the country to get your surgery, sir. Niggas want to die on the table, grown ass men, instead of getting up to go to the gym. And motivating the bitches that sit up around you. And the reason you popular because your body look worse than theirs.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely agree with you that, you know, don't get in the arena if you ain't ready to fight.
Fixaderm. You send these niggas some fixaderms in the mail and shit. They still don't appreciate it. They still want to talk.
The thing is, like I said, I am by no means a small person. I did get on the scale today and I'm at 212 pounds. Praise God.
Demario, get your ass up.
You know, but from somebody 2-3 years ago that was 300 and I may not have looked it because I'm tall, but to somebody who was 350 pounds, now I'm 212 pounds.
Period.
You know, so yeah, and I still consider myself a big bitch, and I know about 7, 8, 9, 10 men that like it.
But you carry yourself. It's how you carry yourself.
No problem.
Anything like
you saw one Saturday because he was.
They ain't got no problem, do they?
You gave him Saturday. He was actively trying to get my goodies.
And I don't know what these women be laughing at, punk this and punk that. The big niggas, they get more straight dick than y'all hoes get from them, okay? They get big niggas because they be swimming in it all night, busting in it, and they ain't got to worry about no pregnancy and no emotional ties, okay?
All right, listen.
I can't stand up. Thank you.
We all can stand up, period. Now, listen, I do have a show that's tonight at 7:30, 8 o'clock, y'all. More likely 7:30. I have a show with the Aaron Hernandez. I did a video and I talked about it last week. So we're going to be live tonight at 7:30. Please make sure that you're here. Please make sure that you turn your notifications on if they're not on. If they are on and you're not getting a notification, please undo the notification and click the notification bell again. Yes, Jalon, son, we are having evening service. Now, I got to go cook because I am hungry.
Brother?
I think I'm gonna make beef stroganoff. I think I'm gonna do that.
You got to.
That sounds good.
I'm still waiting on him to cook me some of that jerk chicken and cabbage and rice that he made that time.
Listen, when I tell that was so fire, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll be quiet. Because you know, people they'll start bringing up people's partners and things and stuff.
Yes, Lord.
Oh God. But you know, this is the reason why you have to be secure. When you have nothing that you're ashamed of, or whatever the case may be, baby, I picked them. We picked each other. What I'm supposed to be out here? Oh, you look like this. Bitch, I don't care if the motherfucker look like E.T. Bitch, I picked E.T. The fuck?
That's what I'm saying. That's your little alien. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Why? You understand what I'm saying? Why? Like, what?
The alien, I got my little crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about he looked like Andrew Caldwell. Bitch, that's my goddamn Andrew Caldwell. Fuck you mean?
Your boyfriend is cute as hell.
You met him too.
Yeah, he's cute as hell. I like him.
So, anyways, y'all, listen, we gonna get ready to go because I'm telling you, Denat will go all day.
I got my own show to do later on Twitch, so hopefully you guys can pull up to that later or catch the replay. As far as some fan page on YouTube, that's somebody's trying to grift and take away my traction on Twitch. That's an op. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna look at it. Come to Twitch to watch me.
Okay.
Well, listen,
on that page. So.
Well, listen, y'all. This has been good. We have got this all. We have cleared the air with a lot of things. Well, no, Denat has cleared the air with a lot of things, and so I'm glad that he's been able to do that. I'm quite sure it's going to be some extra, but at this point, oh well. So with
oh, there will be.
There's look.
We're used to it.
It will.
We're used to it.
It is what it is. Yeah. I appreciate all of you all for watching. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Denat is going to be doing a show later on this afternoon. I'm going to be doing the show at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we look forward to seeing you all next time on the next. Wait a minute, where's my music at? Damn it. Yeah, that's it right there. Listen, y'all, we get out of here. I appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on the next live, the next video. We'll see y'all next time. I'll see some of y'all later on tonight. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Peace. Bye, y'all.